Good morning, everyone. It's Ria here with today's paragraph share. Just wanted to fit my paragraph in before I go do my workout. It's a beautiful day out. I had to drop my truck off. It was leaking some oil. So sometimes, guys, I just want to share this with you. So last week, there was oil leaking in the garage, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And it was coming from a generator, so it was leaking oil. Then yesterday I noticed my truck was leaking oil. So I brought that in this morning to get checked. And yesterday when I was at the gym, I went to clean off the equipment and the whole spray bottle opened up. The cover was loose and the liquid went everywhere. So those are three things where I'm dripping. Two were oil, one was cleaner. So there's definitely a little theme here. So if any of you guys have any ideas, let me know. I know oil in general or fluids, it's leaking. I don't know if it's leaking energy. I'm leaking, I don't know. I'm leaking something. Unless I need to be lubricated because of the oil. But anyways, it was really weird. So when things stand out like that, just ask yourself what they mean. Because the outside world always reflects something energetically that's going on within us as individuals, as a collective, but definitely something going on with leaking in this family. All right, so just like we're multidimensional, I decided I'm gonna pull my paragraph from a multidimensional way instead of reading it linear. That gets kind of boring, mundane. And you know what? Because we're always changing frequencies and dimensions, what the heck? I'm just gonna ask for guidance to read the paragraph that is most relevant for today and what we need to hear today. And it's as if every paragraph truly is in its own dimension, because we're always shifting dimensions, parallel realities constantly in order to reflect the vibration that we are. So I'll just ask for guidance. I'll ring my little bell. What paragraph do we need to hear today that is most relevant as a little reminder, a little tidbit, a little spark, a little light bulb? So let's go, right? This one. All right. All right, so the paragraph actually starts on the page before. I'll just read it. Not sure what it's about, so it's always a surprise to me too, so it keeps things a little more interesting. All right. So this paragraph says, because of my marriage with Bob, I've come to the understanding that the ceremony of marrying a partner in life is a direct reflection of marrying your higher self. It is a melding of the duality and similarities between the couple. I laugh because, as you get married, you kind of, the similarities and the differences are melding. And I was just laughing because the more and more I see more differences, but that's just, my perspective. It is the marriage of the human, yin and yang, characteristics, duality, and of interconnectedness of each partner's higher selves coming together in a spiritual union of the ultimate expression of love. It is one of deep intimacy, vulnerability, and surrendering to the love of one another. The extent of the depth of such a union is a reflection of the relationship one has with himself. The love you attract in relationships, especially in marriage, mirrors the bond one has with his higher self or inner being. It is a reflection of the connection you have with the essence of your self-worth. Everyone is worthy of the highest form of love, for we are love. But not all connect or realize their self-worth. People with low self-esteem don't attract the love in their life that they are truly worthy of, nor do they create the life that they are worthy of. When one believes they are not important and undeserving of the good in life, that becomes their reality. They will pass up opportunities in life offered to them that would actually help them achieve their heart's desires. Life never gives up on them. They simply give up on life. This is a really good paragraph and very, very relevant to any relationship in life. And all it is doing is reaffirming, bringing up the fact that our relationships particularly romantic, close, intimate bonds are going to mirror how we feel about ourselves, our own connection, our perception of ourselves, our self-worth, everything. All relationships mirror back how we feel. And if we don't connect to our inner self and the love that we are, how can we ever reflect that love in a relationship back? Whether it be just through a child, whether it be a friendship, whether it be even like a work relationship. They're all little aspects of relationships with self. And I know we all know this, but sometimes it's easy to forget. It's easy to get caught up in the dynamics of a relationship. And if something is going good, that's awesome. Be appreciative of it. It's amplifying your own essence, your own love, your own vibration. But when something is feeling a little, it's just something that needs to be worked out. It is a reflection of an inner conflict, an inner turmoil. Some place where we're not bringing something fully to light. And that relationship that is mirrored back is simply trying to get our attention and say, hey, pay attention to this, pay attention to this. And it's something within yourself calling, something within yourself that wants to be recognized, whether it be your inner child, wounded child, adult desires, whatever it is. Relationships will kind of amplify, no kind of about it, they do, amplify that inner, whether it be complementary energy or conflicting energy within us. And it's all a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift. And that's another reason that relationships will come and go, because they'll mirror back our frequency. And then as we elevate in our frequency or grow or expand in our consciousness, sometimes if that mirroring relationship doesn't expand with us, then we're not on the same complementary frequency. So that relationship may just get a little further from our life. It won't be in the spotlight. And then we move on to other relationships and attract relationships, tribes, those of like mind, those of like heart, those that are expanding and growing in awareness of self, because we're growing and expanding in relationship to self. So those relationships will mirror that back. So it's all just a beautiful, beautiful gift for us to see ourselves and not to feel bad about those relationships that we outgrow, because it's actually a sign that, hey, we are growing in self. And our relationships create little activations, little sparks of light within us to help us to see ourselves more clearly. And as we discover and see ourselves more clearly, those relationships, hey, how are you, Bridget? Just kind of finishing up, so you can go back to the beginning. Thank you for joining, Bridget. I feel your energy. You feel very bright and beautiful, very bright and beautiful today. A little spark of light. Which, oh my God, so as Bridget pops on, it kind of affirms the message that I'm saying. As another little light, a light being pops on, she's reflecting my light, and we're reflecting each other's light and knowledge, whether it be conscious or unconscious. We activate each other. And there's no reason for sadness when you do need to sometimes let go of relationships that once meant something to you. It's okay. It just means that that person and us have received the energy that we needed. And sometimes when we try to hold on to relationships, whether they're romantic, casual, work, all of that, when we try to hold on, what we're really doing is we are preventing our growth and the other person's growth. So this paragraph is just a reminder of something we already know. Relationships, all interactions are just mirrors to letting us know where we are in our frequency and our vibration. And the most important thing is our relationship to self, because as you appreciate yourself, as you honor yourself, as you respect yourself, that is what you bring into all your relationships. Not just romantic, not just partner, but all relationships. So it's a very beautiful message for today. And the relationship to self, God, honor that, because when you honor yourself, you're honoring God. You are honoring your God self, and God's self is of the highest frequency. And what do we all want in life? We want to create the highest frequency. We want our reality to reflect our highest truth, our most congruent and alignment vibration to who we are. So thank you for joining me, Bridget. And anybody else who watches this, thank you so much. Feel free to comment, and just have a very, very beautiful day, and may you shine with the light of all that you are. Thank you.